Hi, this is Deborah from dinglefoot.com, and today I'm going to show you how to use the Innies from your Dazzles outline stickers. If you remember last week, I made a card using these oval stacked Dazzles, and we peeled off the sticker, and it left this beautiful inside part, and you don't have to throw them away. All you need is a popsicle stick and some scissors and a Dazzles transfer sheet. And these are reusable, so once you open the package and you use a little bit of it, don't throw it away, put it back in the package because you can use it over and over. You can see here I just made a regular card and put a contrasting paper on the front. And I'm also going to be using a pattern paper to put my Dazzles Innies on them. And I'm going to get started showing you how to use them, so hope you stick around. To get started, I'm going to cut out the design that I want to use. In this case, it's the large oval. You can see there's a nice little edge around the oval. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but there is a very slight line. And if you wanted to carefully cut around that so you had a little silver line around your design, you could. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to roughly cut it out. And then I'm going to pick up this edge that's all kind of squiggly and just pull that right off. Next, I'm going to want to cut a piece off my transfer sheet that is the size of my sticker. So here's part of a sheet that I've used. I'm just going to cut that off. And you can use these again and again. One thing I'd caution you about is I've tried this, I know by experience, some papers these will rip because they're a little bit sticky. And you can see on here I tried to do this and it ripped my paper when I was taking off the transfer sheet. So you might want to try in a small corner, just put a piece of the transfer sheet down and then pull it up and see if it rips or not. If it doesn't, fine. If it does, you might want to either change your paper, or I can still use this because these parts right here that are white, you can ink them or whatever you want to do with them, so just be really careful with that. My next step is to put my sticker down, and I'm going to want to take the backing off this transfer sheet, and this is a little bit tricky to get started sometimes. Sometimes you have to try in another corner. See if I can get it going here. So I'm going to take that sheet off, and it'll just be a clear sheet. And then we'll put the white part aside to store it back on. Okay, I have my sheet torn off. I'm just going to stick this right down. This won't hurt a table or another surface like that. That'll be fine. Just stick it right over top of your sticker, and then you'll need your popsicle stick. And what you're going to do is take it and rub really, really hard over the design, just like you're doing a rub-on sheet. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's see how I did with this. We'll pull it up and see if they're all stuck. Looks like they stuck really well. Okay, so just pull that off. See, now the design is on your clear sheet. And if you've ever done the wall decals or rub-ons or anything, this is kind of the same process. I'm going to try this on a piece of cardstock here. See how this does. All you do is just lightly place it on there, and this isn't going to take as much rubbing. Just lightly rub over it with your popsicle stick, just like we did before to get it on the transfer sheet. Kind of rub, rub, rub all over. And let's see what we got, see if it's stuck down. Okay, it looks like I need to do a little more. If there's some that are just stuck a little bit, you can just kind of poke them down with your nail or something, but it looks like I need to go over this a little bit more. Okay, let's see if I can take the sheet off now. I'm going to start with a corner and just peel it back really slowly. It looks like they're coming off this time. This is the important part, especially when you have all these really intricate and tiny little pieces. Just peel it really slowly. Looks like this is doing good this time. So I'll go ahead and take that off, and then I'm going to cut out the shape just like I did when I made the Stacked Dazzles card. And I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. You can see I cut out the oval and I put it on the front of my card with some dots. And you could stack the other Innies on your sheet the same as we did last week, but for this card I just put one layer, and then at the bottom I put a little thank you sentiment, and that's all I'm going to do for this card. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have fun using your Dazzles.